Alright guys, I'm back. And this time, it's gonna be a little bit weird of a day. Because things happened that I was not expecting, and good things and bad things. But nevertheless, stick around. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a good morning. But you can see right over the horizon where the sun is about to peek through the mountains, there's rain clouds. Let me adjust the exposure. You can see the clouds better. Yep, there they are. See them? Oh yeah. This is Monday morning, the 17th. I tell you what, this is a gorgeous place. Beautiful mountains. The sunrise coming right off the edge of the mountains. Oh, just gorgeous. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end because I have to head out south again, not north, where I was going to go to Ray, Colorado. I was going to go south now. You'll find out why. Stick around. Well, guys, as I showed you earlier with the other camera, those are rain clouds over there. I'm going to keep an eye on it to see if there's any changes that I need to worry about. This is Monday morning, the 17th of May. It reminds me I got to give my dog the pill so that she don't get any ticks or fleas. All right, so I'm on my way out to Durango. Take a right and go 160 to Monacos. I'm going to Monacos, Colorado. There's supposed to be less rain chances. Tuesday's the only one that has sort of 40% chance rain. Uh-oh, the sun just came through. Woohoo! Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Go back the same way I came. So don't need to bore you with all the shots that I already did because you've seen them. Okay, here we go. Now I'll show you this one because going out, I never saw this that was behind me. So I'm going to take a picture with a good camera. Now that was the park that I was at, the forest, San Juan National Forest. Off the road, the road that's called Old Lime Creek Road. That way next time if you come in this area, that's a beautiful spot to go. And San Juan National Forest has been graceful to always mark all their places so you can camp. That's my site. I'm going back to Durango. Durango is a bigger town than the one I'm going to go stay at. Monacos. But that way I can do my laundry and maybe find a place to shower before I continue. It's early enough to do that, so I'm going to do that at Durango and then take off to that other place, Monacos. Okay, that's the plan. I triple checked the weather and it went up to 60 or 70% rain in rain. Oh my goodness, no, I don't want to go there. This is kind of the pros and cons of traveling for the first time ever in a van with my dog. And yes, just about now, some trouble has to come on my way. I mean, not bad enough that the weather's going to be bad for me, but now, as I'm going down the road to Durango, my van begins to die. And I'm trying to figure out, well, what in the world could be happening? I mean, so I'm beginning to pull off to the side of the road because it's about to die on me, and I'm looking at my gauges and everything, and sure enough, it's all the way almost
all the way to red on my temperature. So I got to the side of the road, turn off the engine, and see what happens next. Stick around.
Well, I had to stop. Seemed like my car was overheating. Using that to give water because it's overheating over here. So it was one of my other fears, but it's here. I'm going to put more water. Now this is full here and it should not be. That's only an overflow. That's an overflow area. When this gets too hot, it overflows to here. And apparently already dripped down. So something's making overheat. That could be a thermostat. The hose look fine. Had no leak. No leak on the hose that I can tell. There don't seem to be anything leaking on the radiator that I can tell. This is the water I just poured. So, all right, let's see what happens. I gotta keep my eye on that thermostat there that tells me how hot the engine gets, because it was almost on red when I stopped. And I put quite a bit of water in the radiator. It's running good now. I'm going to drive I'm almost in Durango, which is another 6-7 miles. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that needle that doesn't go too hot. If it stays cool, or where it's at now, that means I've been driving all along with low water. Unless there's a small leak that I don't know about. So I may have to check in Durango, have him check the hoses, make sure they're not leaking. Tell them what happened. I put water, but it seems to be running good, and it seems to have. It's actually going down towards the cooler side. All right. Well, this is the pros and cons. I was driving out on the road. Thank God that so far that's all it was low on water, but I'll check it. Maybe I'll have someone just check it. I guess because of the cool air in that's hitting the radiators, keeping it cool. Plus, it's full of water. Notice that some of that antifreeze, once I finished putting water in it, was coming back up as it circulates, you know. So I'll keep in touch, see what happens. I'm almost in Durango, so I'll let you know. I couldn't pass this up without getting a shot of it. Right here. Serious Texas barbecue. Well, I got lucky in a way. I stopped here at this laundromat. They got showers. How awesome is that? I can wash my laundry and shower.
So I get to Durango and I find a place that I can actually wash my clothes and take a shower. But it takes 20 quarters. I mean, $5 of quarters to take a shower. And then, of course, all my quarters that I need to wash my clothes, and my sheets and my comforter and the whole work. So it was really, I had to get the right change, first of all, in dollars, to put in the machine. $20 bill, a $10 bill, or $5 bill, whatever it was, so I can get enough change in quarters to use the machine. So that was a little problem there, but I worked it out. Everything came out good. I take a good shower, but you got a timer on the shower. You only got so much time to shower. I think it's $5 for 5 minutes, I think. I think so. So you got to take a quick shower. I'm seriously, you got to be right on the start and finish on time. But anyways, that worked out pretty good. We got the shower and the clothes done. And then I decided to go ahead and go have some breakfast. And I stopped at Oscar's. That's a good place to stop. Check it out. I got my wash done. I showered in the same place. Unbelievable. The only one of its kind here in Durango, Colorado. I'm going to get now my way back on 160 because the rain is beginning to start right here, just like predicted. It's going to start raining right now in Durango. I'm going to close my windows because the rain's coming in. Anyways, I had a wonderful, wonderful breakfast. I went to a place called Oscar's. It's got just a little sidewalk in front of Oscar's with 3 tables. And inside it's got a seating area. It's a wonderful breakfast. In fact, the waitress loved lady so much, she brought her own plate of bacon. I told her, wait a minute, don't give her the whole plate, she'll just gobble it up. Let me give it to her in little pieces so she can keep her entertained for at least the time that I'm eating. She's there, you know, minding her business, not trying to bother anybody else or anything like that. She's very well behaved, but just to keep her in check, I gave her some bacon on the side. But anyways, that was a wonderful place to stay, to have breakfast. I suppose lunch and dinner is just as well, but I didn't stay for that. So I hope you have a chance to stop at Oscar's whenever you go by Durango in Colorado, and I think you will enjoy it. All right, it's beginning to rain over here in Durango. I'm on my way to Mancos, and I will see you there. So far, my radiator apparently is in good shape. It was just probably low. I added more water to it, and it doesn't say it's hot, so I'm doing good. And it's only 30 minutes away, so I'll find out if it gets bad shape from here, 30-minute drive. If it does have a problem, I'll take it to someone over there to, maybe it's got a small leak in the radiator, or the bottom hose might be bad. I know the top hose is good, it doesn't show any leaks. But the bottom hose, I can't see too well because it gets kind of dark down there. So I cannot tell you about that. But anyways, these are the pros and cons of traveling in a van by yourself, with your dog, forest to forest, or wherever you can park your vehicle and sleep overnight for free. From here I can see all the rain coming down on those mountains where I was earlier, or yesterday. So I guess I did the right thing to come out this way. That's what it's all about, adjusting as you go. It's one of my main sayings, adjusting as you go. Almost cold engine. My motor's colder than it's ever been. Maybe it's that cold air hitting the radiator is really cooling down the motor. So, wow, that's amazing. Well, this young man, or about my age, stopped right next to me on the side of the road because I was confused if I was in the right place or not. And apparently, I was not in the right place. I mean, I entered the right road, the correct road, but he said I passed it, the entrance to the BLM campgrounds. So he says, go back towards the main road, and there's a single gate to the left before I hit the road that I will see a gate, a one-sided gate. That's the entrance to the BLM camping. So it says it's the first turn from the highway. believe this is it. That's what he described it. The one gate says no outlet. Look at the rain over there in the background. Just talked to a ranger, and any of those parking areas that have a like a tag number on it, that's where you can park. So I'm in the right place. Now I just gotta find the spot I like the best. Kind of like this number 7 right here coming up because it's got a nice background. Let me check it out. Well, it looks like the number 7 is a lucky number. This is the number 7 camping site in the BLM with a nice background over there with Mesa Verde National Park in the background. But it looks like I'm in the right place. I think this will give me enough room here to put my tent for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, maybe a little smoother, maybe right over here. Alright, I'm glad you didn't see my embarrassing moment when I was setting up that canopy and the wind blew hard. And I'll tell you what, it blew right off my hands and started to go down that hill. I finally caught it, turned it upside down, brought it closer, and then I flipped it over, brought it over the car, over the van, and fastened it down. It was, needless to say, embarrassing. Clouds flew by just a little while ago and started to hit this area, but it passed by real quick, so it didn't really rain here, just like a few drops. It looks like that rain is going in the direction which I was trying to avoid. This Ouray, Telluride, the northern part of Colorado. Right now I'm the southwest side of Colorado, and this is County Road 34. Since I'm going downhill, all the rain will come this way. We'll catch that little trench and go around my camp. Basic training, U.S. Army. I'm setting it up like this first because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough time before it rains. You remember last time I put this together, I couldn't do it because I started without being attached to the van. Now attached it first, so it should be good. Well guys, this is my setup. I put my tent with rain cover and also my canopy. My canopy allows me to open the windows in the van, well, the side windows, without getting any rain in it. And I can open the doors if I need to. Hopefully don't get any much rain. But mostly is this that I'm going to use, is the tent. I'm going to stay here. Today's Monday, the 17th, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and maybe by Friday, Ouray, or maybe Telluride would be better weather. But I'm the closest right now to Telluride than I am Ouray. So I may go to Telluride first, depending on the weather. But for right now, I'm set up for 4 days. It should be raining tomorrow, 40%. You can see some clouds are gathering. But I am ready. Right now, this is not my setup. I'm going to bring the bed down here, right along this way. Right now I got to put my clean sheets, new pillowcases. This stuff will change a little bit, but the bed's going to go right here. I'm beginning to realize I have neighbors on one side, not too far, maybe about 50 yards. And they have 2 dogs, and they already came and said hi. No problem with the dogs. I mean, they're barking, but the lady just ignores them, you know. But I wanted to make sure that my side of my van is not, wherever I open any windows, is not facing them. So I have my styrofoam windows. I'm going to set them up this night. I'm going to set them up so that they are covering all of that side that's facing the neighbors, and leave the ones that are facing the scenery, leave those open. I mean, at least not covered with the styrofoam. This way I can have a good view when I wake up, or anything that I see that moves around on that side, I can see it. Here's my solar panel. And the next day it's gonna rain hard. For a little while. It's 40% rain, and I expect I'm going to get hit with it. Well, all I have to do is put the bed down, put the covers on and the pillows, and I'm ready to go to sleep. And over here, it's all set to go. Lady can go up there if she wants to. She can go sleep up there. And if it gets cold, I can turn the motor on. Since I have my exhaust taken care of right here. It should be good. This just has a screen, but that can stay partially open and give ventilation. Alright, well, with this, I say good night.